Just on another one of my walks. It is fairly humid today. I've been out walking for about an hour and a half so far. I do want to try to keep going. And live streams help me do that, which is why I started up the live stream. Hoping that some people will start to spill in here. In just a few. Howdy, howdy. How's everything going? Just on a walk right now. It is humid as hell. That'll help. Honestly, I try to go for walks fairly regularly. Yeah, I'm just kind of pacing around, walking. If you guys have any questions about the channel, let me know. If you have any questions in general, chat's completely open. But yeah, no, this is great fun. Nice. Hello, Churcha, I think. Yeah. I can most certainly say hello. It's very hard to read as my screen is very much glared. So if I have trouble reading you guys' messages, that's probably why. But I do have all chat open. Don't worry. Yes. Hello. How was your day going? I have never been to the Philippines. I've only been to New York, Texas, Seattle. That's in New York. What am I saying? Washington is the other one. I don't even want to get started on that one. Yes. I am from Diamond Springs, California. That is where I am from. No, it's pretty, pretty narrows down everything, but I really don't care. I am soon moving. I'm excited about that. I am still going to be in the Diamond Springs area, but I am moving into a camper with my best friend, who's also the co-owner of my business. So that is amazing. Hello. Um, I'm really excited about that. It's going to be a very interesting chapter in both of our lives. I currently work at Five Below. It is one of the best jobs I've ever had. What am I going to do after the live stream? Probably go home and sleep. Again, I slept a lot today, but I am planning on going to the gym tomorrow. Unfortunately, due to gym policies, I am not going to be doing a live stream in there. And due to YouTube policies, I would love to post workout pictures, but I don't know how that flows on there, so I don't quite want to touch that with a 10-foot pole because we're just getting this channel remanaged. We are getting the channel remanaged because originally we had a bunch of memes and things like that we didn't stand by. Not like they were bad, but like they were meme compilations which were built lazy and all that. I mean, I was like 15 to like up until last year when I was making most of those, or like I was really busy on other bigger projects, and it just it was a bad habit, and I wanted to break that and give you guys better content. I am going to be doing live streams more often. As you guys can probably see, there have been a lot in the last few months compared to none before. The only other one we've had was for when we were starting Whatnot. I do not have Netflix. I do not. I lost my Netflix subscription a couple months ago, as budgets are getting really tight. But I might know if you're talking about a certain show, because I do have friends who have Netflix, so there are a couple shows I might have heard or seen, but I don't have it myself. And then I'm really honestly just hoping that the channel can grow, it can get better. I would love to hear what kinds of videos you guys want me to make. That is a big one. Howdy, howdy. I want to hear what everyone wants us to make. There are 2 big shows that we're going to start recording sometime in July, hopefully, is our window we're trying to shoot for. Speaking of July 1st, we're going to have a ginormous, absolutely huge showcase live stream for everything our company has been working on. Not as much stuff has gotten done as we were hoping, but a lot of that has to do with the moving and things like that. So a lot of that got put on hold between working other jobs that pay for food and whatnot versus our more creative ventures had to take a back seat for a bit. But rest assured, we do have plans for a lot of things, and we are going to be talking about that on the live stream. As well as doing a showcase of our biggest production we've done, and so far the only one that has ever gotten a public release, or sorry, in a private release, I should say, because it never got released to the public, which is a short film we made for Kevin Smith's 37-hour challenge, based on the Chasing Amy franchise. And like general Kevin Smith's franchise is actually not just Chasing Amy. But we had to use one of the characters, Alyssa Jones, in the sketch. I say sketch. It's a short film. It has a beginning, middle, and end, and credits and all that. It's only about 3 minutes long. We are going to be doing a showcase of that on the live. It will not be posted onto the YouTube channel. It will only be for sale on our platforms. So the only way you guys get to see it is through the live on July 1st and any subsequent live streams we do for the company. So that being said, yeah, if you guys are wanting to see that feature film that we produced, you'll have to tune into the live on July 1st, as that'll be the exclusive. Howdy. Where am I going? I am going nowhere. I'm just walking. I go on walks every day. That way I can stay fit. And I go out into a parking lot that normally has my town's swap meet. And I just wander around there, or by any electronics store when it's closed. Just kind of wander around, as I do want to try to stay. I do want to try to stay fit. And another thing everyone might be noticing is I am giving people moderator abilities, as I want anyone who's been on the live stream, if they come back, I want to be able to spot them immediately with the blue shield during our big showcase, because I will be mostly taking a focus on anyone who was watching the channel prior. And we are only giving moderators out to certain people, as I don't want it to be overfilled, and there are a couple people who tend to spam in the chat, so we don't want to give them permission to do that and give them validation for that, as it's rude to spam. But overall, most people will be getting them, and we will be doing the big showcase July 1st, and I want to be able to see people who were previously a part of this. We are also going to be trying to get a special guest on board for the live stream. Later on this month, we are going to be contacting them and just seeing whether they would be on board with appearing, as we did some work with them earlier in the year. It is another YouTube channel. They are listed as a contributor on the repost of their video. We wrote for it. We did not produce anything of it, just the writing. But we were really proud of the joke we wrote for it, so we wanted to showcase that off, as well as something that we've done as a bigger production. I want to show off as much big, higher quality stuff that we're doing as possible. But yeah. I think I'm going to stay on for another couple of minutes. If I don't get anybody coming back in the room, I think we might call it good for right now for today. Might come back later. Not sure. Probably not, though. As most of the time, I only do one live stream a day. But sometimes I do multiple. I don't know. Howdy for everyone joining in. How is everybody's day going? Right now we are currently, right now I'm currently just on a walk, trying to keep myself a little more healthy, trying to get some exercise in. And just if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. Any questions at all, the chat is completely open. And yeah. How's everybody in here doing? Hope everyone's having a good day. If you have any questions, make sure to ask them in chat. If you have any recommendations on different videos we should do, make sure to say them in chat. Right now I'm just on one of my daily walks. We did recently get rid of a lot of different content off the channel to try to clean it up, make its image a little better, as we do not promote the use of AI, reuse of other content, things like that. I used to do that when I was younger, and I don't morally stand for that anymore. So we wanted just to clear it off the channel and take a strong moral stance on it. If you guys want to watch any of the memes or anything like that were posted, some of them were, we did make the caption boxes for and stuff like that, but still, they are going to be on the, they're going to be on the Internet Archive website. That's where you're going to be able to find them. But yeah. How's everybody's day going? Just on one of my daily walks. I know I keep saying that, but people keep jumping in and leaving, so I just restate for anyone who comes back in. Ask anything you want in the chat. We're open to any questions. If you have any suggestions on different foods or video games or movies we should take a look at, comment them down below. But yeah. We will be staying live for as long as people are in here. Otherwise, after the next 5-minute increment, we are going to be turning off the live. So if you have anything to say, please make sure to comment and say it. We do have a lot of different content on the channel: video game reviews, movie reviews, TV show reviews. Food reviews. We have some Funko Pop reviews. We're not doing those anymore, but we do have some uploaded on the channel. We will be eventually going back to doing Bitty Pop reviews, but as of right now, that is off the table. At some point, I will be doing a showcase of my superhero / galaxy hero action figure collection. If you guys know what the Superhero Squad and Galaxy Hero action figures are, thumbs up to you. Those were my favorite figures when I was younger, and I still collect them to this day at cheap prices. I don't go like those crazy scalper prices, like $15 per one figure. But anytime I find them at like flea markets and stuff, I'll make sure to pick them up. Got Nicolas Cage's Spider Noir. That's a review we just did recently. We have the Mall Shadow Lord review coming up in a couple of months. I know that's a long ways out, but of course other things in the schedule that came before that, so they get scheduled first. The only time we schedule movie or TV show reviews immediately after is when it's the week of release. And the Mall Shadow Lord was like 2 weeks after when we finished watching it, so. We are going to be doing a re-review of the Spider Noir show in a new type of review show called Duo Reviews. So I'm excited for that. That's going to be really fun. Like I said, most of the new stuff isn't going to be shot until July, as we want to make sure to get our current living situation settled before we start doing a bunch of videos, pumping them out again, as I have taken a very slow break off of recording new videos. There is videos scheduled for upload that are going to be coming out, as we do have something that uploads every day, other than the 2 months we take as a mental health break, because those are good for you. I don't care what anyone says. Hello, how is your day going? It's going good. If you guys have any comments or any any questions or any review ideas, go ahead and type them down below. We're always open for them. We are going to be doing comic book reviews soon. That's another really big one that's going to be super fun. There are going to be a limited supply of those, however, as I don't have a ton, and we are only going to be doing paperbacks, trades, and single issue storylines. I believe there's one exception to the rule, or maybe there's probably a few in there, but we'll mostly be talking about the art and the parts of the storyline we enjoyed from the single issue. As I have gotten rid of most of my multiple issue comics, like where you have to have like the complete set. I have gotten rid of those because I don't want to have to deal with them. And I also just needed money, as everything's been really, the money situation has been really tight lately. But luckily, work is starting to pick up again. I'm working over at Five Below, so I'm hoping that I hope work starts going good. Being that there's only one person in chat, if you have anything to say, I would say it now, because unless more people come in, we are going to be shutting it down at 25 minutes. We are giving people moderator bonuses, so once they come in on the big July 1st live stream, or come back in any other live streams, we can spot that they have been previously in a live stream easier. So yeah. But yeah, anywho, I'm hoping everyone's day goes well. We are going to end the live stream, and I will see you guys on the next one.